Trouble Man is the Michael Jai White mega blockbuster action-packed movie where he showed the world he can kung fu his way out of anything while solving a crime.
Trust me, it's what I do.
We will dive into a 2025 action comedy movie where one man dedicated to find the disappearance of an R&B artist, Jahari.
We have to have a plan.
All right, Black Belt Jones, what's the plan?
Based on a 1972 classic movie starring Robert Hooks, the cast of the movie are as follows: Michael Jai White as Jax, Metam Man, Lada Anthony, Orlando Jones, and Mike Epps. Before I start off the movie review, I had a special request to do this movie from a young lady named Like Chatting with a Friend Review.
Hey there, welcome to Like Chatting with a Friend Review.
She has a pretty good channel where she talks about different movies and TV shows like Interview with the Vampire and Ring of Power. Not only that, she can sing.
Okay, Aladdin. A whole new world. Versus, you ain't never had a friend like me.
And create her own crochet.
Crochet master since the last time I filled y'all in. Actually, I'm slightly addicted. I might need an intervention if I don't calm down.
Shout out to LCWATR for her excellent concept at work, and remember the power of the tiara. The movie starts off in Atlanta where Day wakes Jax up for a job. Jax goes to the gym to talk to this guy about something he did dirty, like hitting his woman. The guy gets upset and challenges Jax to a fight, and the fight was laughable. A one-sided beatdown.
This helps people out of tight situations.
Then he counsels him after the beatdown, which results in this.
You're supposed to say, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. My man.
I wanted to show I do a count of how many fights Jax get into. The next scene, Lala sings in the studio, which is the name of the studio is Suave Records, while his uncle's whining and complaining about her not putting any effort into her singing. You will be tired too, singing from 6 p.m. to 7 in the morning. Lala gets into the car and gets a new driver, and she's in serious trouble. The next scene in the club, Jax is looking for someone and had to beat down another dude because he wants to try Jax in a fight.
Knew you were trouble.
Seems like everyone wants to challenge Jax these days. He meets Day
We top flight security of the world, Craig.
at the club, give him some money, and then see this woman, which is actually his wife in real life. They have a nice conversation about their lives.
And what kind of odd jobs do you do?
Not like I'm a hitman or anything. This helps people out of tight situations.
I guess some situations are tighter than others, but he's pretty good at his job. They go to Jack's place and she does some Wing Chun Kung Fu. And again, another challenge of a fight.
Challenge accepted.
You can tell he took it easy on her, but she's pretty good at Kung Fu. To be fair, it is his wife in real life, so that says a lot. The next scene, two guys try to take him down to downtown, but they argue for 5 minutes about the gun situation. One guy don't want to put down his gun, which results in another fight scene.
Knew you were trouble.
With Jax. As a result, Jax beat them down like they bunch of nobodies. He went to Orlando Jones' place, complaining about these two clowns breaking to his place. Orlando explained that he wants Jax to find Jahari and wants to hire him because she is missing, or allegedly. They then dropped the bombshell that she could be on their stuff.
I need you to find Jahari. Did it drop it? She just disappeared, but I need her back here.
Jack's asking price was $25,000 down up front and then another $25,000 on the back end. As a result, he took the offer. Meanwhile, Orlando is on a personal call and he is worried about something. Jax and Day are back at it again and tell her about the offer. Day tells him this.
She was hanging with some cat named Money. He's supposed to be some big baller or whatever. But hey man, why you keep trying to be this girl safe?
Jax get a call from his woman, but she gets mad at him for hanging up the phone on her face, and he confesses to her about the job offers, which result in a spirited conversation. The next scene, Jax meet Metam Man, and they talk about Jahari whereabouts.
When's the last time you seen her?
A couple of days ago.
Metam Man makes a phone call but knows she's not answering her call. So they decide to go to her place and someone trashed her place and it appears that she was kidnapped.
Went to her apartment and it was trashed.
I'm supposed to just sit here waiting for her to show up?
So Jax and Metam Man have a plan.
We have to have a plan.
All right, Black Belt Jones, what's the plan?
The plan is let Jax do some kung fu stuff for a few days. If Jax can't find her, then he can let Metam Man do his thing. The next scene, Jax goes to an event where he finds Orlando and his wife trying to find some information. He meets his Asian lady and gets some small information from her. The Asian lady gets mad at her bodyguard because she was embarrassed because of Jax. The next day, Jax and this woman about to go out when a drive-by on a motorcycle happens when Jax does this.
It's what I do.
As a result, they shot Jax's woman, and that was the biggest mistake they made. Meanwhile, Metam Man is getting impatient at home, waiting for the opportunity to find a bad guy because Jax is taking too long so he can find Jahari.
Supposed to just sit here waiting for her to show up?
So, Jax goes to an Asian bar looking for the suspect that did that drive-by earlier. And again, another fight scene happened. After beating them senseless, one of the Asians spilled the beans on Orlando Jones that he may have something to do with the kidnapping. A few minutes later, Jax visits Orlando and he finally confesses the truth. He also gives Jax that businessman speech. Unfortunately for Orlando, he gets roughed up by the Asian gang and the lady tells her you got 48 hours to give up what you want or suffer the consequences. Jax finds out where Jahari is being held hostage and decides to bring Metam Man along as they do some Mission Impossible stuff. While they are doing all of that, Day is used as a diversion as a safety hazard team. Metam Man get busted like an idiot.
All I know is if you don't get that gun out of my face. Now that was fast. That was nice.
Day is a bigger idiot for putting a hole through the wall that caused a potential of blowing up the building. As a result, everyone is fighting for their life while the building is blowing up. So the first final showdown is here. And we have another Jax fighting scene.
I ain't got no time for this shit.
But this time Jax loses the fight, but he saves Jahari in the process before the building blows up to pieces. At the hospital, Jahari tells Jax she's trying to get out of the situation, but Orlando keeps the contract and he won't sign it just to keep her in the business, which is cold-blooded. Meanwhile, Orlando is getting beat up again by the same Asian gang, and this time they're not messing around with him. And Jax's woman in Orlando's office on to be met by the Asian lady gang, and she's in trouble. Jax and Metam Man are on their way to the office.
Any extra clips you got?
Thought you didn't like guns.
I don't like condoms either, but I ain't stupid.
Then we have an all-time shootout, but it ended at Metam Man dressing up like Al Capone. So Jax have another showdown and another fight. This time Jax beat them up for good this time. Next, another fight scene, and this time with the Asian lady. As a result, Jax's woman comes in to save the day, and they get Orlando contract from the safe, and the movie ends. Like Jason stated in the movie, Michael Jai White will give you all the kung fu fights, bone cracking, building blown up, and all the actions where you don't mind him seeing kicking butt all day.
This helps people out of tight situations.
It's actually a solid movie if you want to kill some time for an hour 30 minutes. But the CGI of this movie is by far the worst. The CGI is so bad it makes Madam Well CGI looks really good. Don't expect any top-notch acting or Oscar-nominated performance from this movie, and I will give this movie 8 stars. If you want to see more movie reviews, press the like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next movie review.
You're supposed to say, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. My man.